everybody. This is Sipo Nadine Chozuya, licensed acupuncturist, master herbalist, and certified Ayurvedic practitioner, recording in the Scholar Warrior Community Center in Torrance, California. Today's subject is the fifth destructive action of no harsh words. If you're not doing so already, please make sure that you're taking 5 minutes or more every day to contemplate these topics. When you contemplate these topics, try to really deeply understand the subtle nuances of these topics. This is how you can do it. If you come across someone this week, this month, that insults you or uses harsh words, I want you to contemplate if you do the same thing to others. Don't only contemplate, oh, I recognize it because someone else was harsh to me. It is much more beneficial when you realize that you are doing these actions. Okay? I want you to be able to use these topics so that you can skillfully navigate your life into a more happier, blissful life. Now let's move on to today's topic of no harsh words. Now, when you think of harsh words, sometimes you see the picture of someone yelling, screaming, swearing, like that. Okay? But I'm here to tell you that harsh words can come honey-coated or sugar-coated. It is the intention of the harsh word that really makes the difference. One example of harsh words that's honey coated or sugar coated is in skillful writing or skillful speech. Speech that is a little bit sarcastic, a little bit insulting, but the tone is very melodious and pleasant. I would consider that harsh because it is meant to hurt other people's feelings. Now, there's also the opposite of yelling, screaming, maybe even swearing at the top of your lungs that would not be considered harsh. Take, for example, someone who is hard of hearing and how it would look to an outsider. If you saw this very old woman and you saw someone else yelling at her, but what you don't know is that she asked you to look into her face so she could read your lips and speak very loud. Okay? And other people don't do that. Like they ignore what she says because they don't want to yell at her for whatever reason. You know what? I would say you're not yelling at her. You are yelling for her. If she doesn't if she can't hear you or understand you, she's not going to keep reminding you to speak louder, you know. So I would say if she asks you to, yell at your grandma. Okay, it's not harsh. I have seen the mistake of harsh words or harsh communication come out when listening stops. When two people are having dialogue and they stop listening. Or maybe you're reading a book and you start thinking up harsh comebacks. So when you're thinking about comebacks and not communication, I have seen that as the beginning for harsh words, right? So if you're not fully engaged in listening and you're fully engaged in comebacks, as soon as you feel attacked, you're going to have the skill of comebacks, which is the habit of having harsh words. Be careful that you also don't use harsh speech to fit into a social group. For instance, everyone else is completely on one side and against one person in the group. And be careful that you don't chime in just to fit in because that will definitely hurt the other person and that is still considered harsh. For instance, I belong to a teaching organization called Delta Kappa Gamma, and I do hear people criticizing the administration, and there's a lot of social pressure to be on that side of the to be on the teacher's side when everyone's stressed out, and to chime in on how bad policymaking is and how bad the administration is going. It takes some courage to voice my own opinion in a nice way that doesn't hurt anyone's feelings, which is still, and not be harsh by ganging up on the administration. And the subset group below that are families that badmouth, the school system or teachers, you know. And so mommy and daddy find that whatever the teacher, they don't like the teacher, and they teach their child how to chime in. Of course, the child is not going to speak out against the teacher when it's in their favor, but they are learning how to be harsh, how to participate in harsh words. And this is a destructive action, and it doesn't do the child any good. I think I'm going to wrap up this video for today. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom of this page. This is Sifu Nadine, thanking you for your support, encouraging you to keep practicing, and we will see you all on the next video.